Hi everyone, it's Amanda. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be walking you guys through how to do this really fun graphic kind of winged liner look. This look is actually inspired by my nails. My amazing nail tech Wendy did these nails and they definitely played some role in inspiring this makeup today. So big shout out to Wendy. She is the best at doing nails. But yeah, I thought it would be really fun to try something a little different on my channel today. Let me know if you guys would wear this look to go out. Like, where would you wear this look? I want to know. Leave a comment down below. I feel like I would wear this look to a festival for sure. Maybe even a night out, like a concert or something, depending on the occasion. But I'm not gonna lie, I probably wouldn't wear this to like get groceries or anything like that. But yeah, I actually had a lot of fun creating this look, and let me know if you guys want to see more fun looks like this that are a little more creative and out of the ordinary. Before we get into the tutorial, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos from me. And without further ado, let's get into the look. All right, so to start things off, I've already applied my skincare slash base, so we are going to move right on into skin. So for skin today, since we're doing a pretty bold eye, I want to keep the skin looking really clean and pretty minimal. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to test out the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Light Revealer Natural Skin Illuminator. So I have a few shades here. I have 0N1 and I have 0W1. So I think I'm going to just kind of mix both of them together, as one of them is a little darker and one of them is a little bit lighter. I'm just going to squirt out a little bit of each on the back of my hand. And then I'm just going to mix them together. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good match. I'm going to dot this all over my skin. So then I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever beauty sponge and just start blending that out. This is a little bit warm. I kind of wish I didn't. This is not blending. All right, it's not blending out very well with a sponge, so I'm just going to use my fingers. All right, so the coverage is extremely light. I kind of wish I didn't blend those two colors together because it is a little dark. Since it didn't blend out very well with a sponge, I'm gonna try and build this up. I'm gonna take the lighter shade in 0N1 and just kind of apply that with my fingers and see if that blends a little bit better. I do see a little bit of pilling. Oh no. All right, it's definitely blending in better with my fingers. I would not recommend applying this with a beauty blender. It's not pilling too bad. It's definitely salvageable. Okay, so my face is a little bit darker than my neck. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but in person, my face does look a little darker because I did use a shade a little bit too dark for me. I don't know how I feel about this product yet. It does give a really nice glowy, dewy finish, but I wish I had a little more coverage, and it's kind of reacting a little bit strange with whatever skincare I have underneath. I'll have to test it with something else, but this wasn't really what I was expecting, to be honest. So next I'm gonna go in with my NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Light 1 Chantilly and just apply that in all the areas I normally would conceal. I might go in a little bit extra with this concealer because it is a little bit on the lighter side, so I might try and kind of lighten certain areas like right here and on my forehead. Just kind of lighten the complexion a little bit since I went a little too dark with the tinted moisturizer. All right, so that is definitely more concealer than I would normally apply, but I'm just gonna blend that out with a beauty sponge, and hopefully it kind of makes my skin tone look a little bit more true to my natural tone. I'm gonna take a little bit of this on my eyelids as well, just to neutralize any discoloration or veins. All right, I feel like that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna zoom you in. So this is what the skin is looking like up close. I think it's looking pretty good, other than I applied a shade a little too dark. I think I salvaged it with the lighter concealer. The only thing I would say is I wish it had a pinch more coverage. I think that would be nice, just because I can see a little bit of discoloration on my cheeks. Nothing too crazy. I will definitely keep testing this out. I'm going to move on into contour now, and as you guys know, I've used this a ton on my channel. This is my go-to cream contour. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick in the shade Light Medium. This contour is so creamy. I love the shade. I love how it blends out. I love how pigmented it is. I just love everything about this cream contour. So I'm just going to start off with those areas first. I'm going to blend out this contour with a rougher 04 brush and just start blending that out and blending that contour upwards. I'm going to take what's left on that brush and just brush it along my jawline. I'm also going to take a little bit of that contour along the sides of my nose. Whoops, I made a little mistake there. Oh well, that is okay. Oh my gosh, I just messed it up in between my brows. Whoops. I just kind of like to go over everything with a beauty blender as well between each step, just to make sure everything is nice and blended. I think I'm going to save the rest of the face, like the blush and powder, for later. So I'm actually just going to move on to brows really quick and get those out of the way. Okay, for brows, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Brow Freeze. I'm going for a bit of a fluffier look today. I'm not going to be filling my brows in too much, but I do want them to look quite defined and fluffy. So taking that product on a spoolie, I'm going to brush my brow hairs upwards and just kind of set them in place the way I would like them. So to fill in the sparse areas on the tail of my brows mostly, I'm going to use my NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint pen, and I'm just going to start drawing little individual hairs wherever I feel like it could use a little bit more fullness. All right, so that is the brows all done. Next, we're gonna move on into eyes, which I am so excited for. I haven't done a graphic liner look in a minute. So I'm going to be taking my Airbrush Bronzer by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Fair, and I'm just going to be dusting that through my crease and a little bit on my lower lash line as well. All right, so for this graphic liner look, I'm probably gonna alternate between these two liners. These are the new Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Ink liners. So I'm gonna be using the shade Black in both of these. So this is like a liquid liner pencil, and this is just like a liquid liner. One more thing before we get started, I think it's really important when you're doing a black graphic eye look to have little mini Q-tips and Bioderma on hand. You guys, I swear by Bioderma. I love Bioderma. I use it every single day pretty much, and yeah, I always have to have it with me. It's really good for cleaning up mistakes or removing hard to remove makeup. So I'm not really sure which liner I'm going to use. This liner pen is really awesome. It's super easy to use. I have tested it out before. This liquid liner, I'm not sure about. Actually, it looks really good too. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna alternate between the two. So I'm going to start out by using this Aqua Resist graphic pen just to kind of map out my base liner. So I'm just going to start by extending my lower lash line essentially up and out. I don't want to bring this wing too far out because I still want this eye look to be bold but slightly subtle, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to connect that. Okay, so roughly I think that's gonna be my base shape there. So I think now I'm gonna switch over to my Aqua Resist color ink and start drawing a basic cut crease liner. Whew. Okay, pressure is on. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm going to follow my crease the best that I can. And wing it out as I get towards the end of my eye. Okay, so that's gonna be my shape that I'm working off of. This liner is actually really easy to use. So I'm just going to start to make this a little thicker on the outer portion. Okay, so at this point, I'm just gonna clean up the edges with a little bit of Bioderma and a Q-tip just to get those lines really sharp, which is how I like them. I don't worry about getting it like too perfect because you can always just remove any mistakes that you make. All right, so I've cleaned up the edges of that liner a little bit. I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. So I'm gonna move on and start trying to add some additional flicks along this top cut crease part. All right, so that's what we have for the top portion. Now we're going to move on to the bottom portion. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of try and draw some bottom lashes here. I think I'm gonna add one more to kind of match the top. This is what both eyes done looks like. I got them pretty close. I am not mad about it, but I did also put some individual lashes on. I'm gonna apply some mascara in just a minute, but before we do that, I thought it'd be cute to add a couple little gems to the eyes. So I got these little nail gems from a Japanese store, and I think I'm just gonna use the middle-sized ones. I wonder if they'll be too big, but let's try it out. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a little bit of nail glue and just do little dots where I want to put the gems. So I'm just going to apply one right here and then one right next to it. So now I'm just gonna take some tweezers and stick the gem where I've applied that glue. Yeah, these gems are definitely a little bigger than I wanted, but we're gonna make it work. All right, so that is what that looks like. I think it's cute. All right, and that is what the eyes look like with the gems. I think my lashes are dry by now, so I'm going to apply a coat of mascara to those individual lashes I applied. For mascara today, I'm going to be using my MAC Stack mascara in the black shade, and this is with the Mega brush. I'm just going to give my lashes a nice coat of that just to blend them together with my natural lashes. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to lips and blush. For blush, I'm going to be using Sunset Strip by Nudestix. This is one of my favorite blushes. I love the color. It is absolutely perfect on so many skin tones. I love the finish. It's super blendable. This blush is a staple in my kit. So I'm just going to start by applying that a little bit higher up on my cheeks, around here. I just want to keep the face looking really lifted and contoured. I'm also going to apply a little bit across my nose like that. All right, and to blend that out, I'm going to be using a Omnia 120 brush, and I'm just going to buff that outwards and upwards. All right, so on to lips. I'm going to be using another one of my favorites. This is my NYX Natural Lip Pencil, and I just absolutely love this shade for every day. And I just kind of wanted to keep the lips a little bit more toned down since the eyes are so intense. So I'm just gonna keep the lips pretty neutral. So once we've applied the lips, I'm actually going to go in with the same blush we used on our cheeks on the lips, and I'm just going to apply that with my finger. So I'm just going to take it just like that, and I'm just going to press that onto my lips. And now I'm going to top it off with a little gloss. I'm going to be using this one by Fenty Beauty in the shade Fussy. This is just a really cute pink shimmery gloss. I think it'll go really nicely with the look. All right, so that is the lips. I do feel like we need a bit more of a pop of color on the cheek, so I'm actually gonna take my Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop Blusher in the shade Ecstasy by Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm just going to apply that over top of that cream blush. And to finish off the face, I'm going to apply my Pillow Talk Multi Glow Beautifying All Over Glow Highlighter by Charlotte Tilbury. Can we take a second for this packaging? Oh, it is just so beautiful. Charlotte Tilbury always just does so good with their packaging. So I'm just going to be taking that on a fan brush. This one is by Omnia. This is their Balm 300 brush. And I'm just going to dust that on the high points of my cheeks, on my nose, and yeah. I'm also just going to take a little bit of that highlighter in the inner corner of my eyes. I love the way an inner corner highlight looks. I think it'll bring a little bit more attention to the inner portion of the eyes. All right, and that is it for this graphic liner look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is something definitely a little bit different on my channel, but I've just been seeing so many cool like festival looks and euphoria looks, so I've been having the itch to try something like this, and I'm actually really happy with the way that it turned out. I think these looks are really fun. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any future videos from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.